Once upon a time, there was a clever and playful monkey named Benny. Benny lived in a dense jungle surrounded by tall trees and beautiful landscapes. Though he was known for his quick wit and playful nature, Benny also had a habit of being a bit careless and making decisions without thinking things through. One fine day, Benny was wandering through the forest when he stumbled upon something unusual: a small clearing with two large boxes. Intrigued, Benny approached the boxes with curiosity. The first box was completely full and it looked heavy. The second box, however, was only half full, with some empty space left inside. Benny could see that the box was made of fine wood and looked well crafted. As he examined the boxes, Benny felt a sudden wave of greed and excitement. He immediately thought, the full box must have the best treats inside. It looks so heavy and well pulled. Why would anyone leave it for something less? I'll take this one. Without giving it much thought, Benny quickly opened the first box and peeked inside. To his delight, he found an assortment of delicious fruits, nuts, and even some sweet treats. His stomach growled, and he felt an immense sense of satisfaction. This box has everything I want, Benny thought, nibbling on a fruit he found inside. However, after a few minutes, Benny began to feel a little too comfortable. He couldn't help but glance over at the second box. It was still half full and looked quite ordinary in comparison to the overflowing first box. But then something caught his attention: a faint, shiny object poking out from the corner of the second box. Curiosity struck Benny once again. What if that half-full box contained something even more special than what was in the first box? What if the empty space inside meant there were hidden treasures just waiting to be discovered? Uh, After a moment of hesitation, Benny decided to switch boxes. He put the first box aside, still full of fruits and treats, and went over to the second box. As he opened it, his eyes widened. Inside, there was a small golden nut, a rare treasure that was known to be a delicacy in the jungle. Benny's eyes sparkled as he picked up the golden nut, holding it up to the sunlight. It was beautiful. But then, something strange happened. Benny suddenly realized that the box he had discarded earlier, the full one, had been filled with everything he loved: fruits, nuts, and treats that would have satisfied his hunger for days. Instead, he had traded all of that for a single golden nut. Benny sat down in the clearing, looking at the golden nut in his hand. His excitement quickly faded, and he began to feel a little foolish. He had made a decision without thinking properly. The first box, though not as intriguing as the second, had everything he needed to feel content. Yet he had traded it for something shiny and new that was not as fulfilling in the long run. At that moment, Benny realized his mistake. He had let his curiosity and greed get the best of him. If he had stopped and thought for just a moment, he would have seen that the first box was the better choice, as it contained everything he needed. The golden nut was indeed precious, but it was just a small prize compared to the abundance he had left behind. Feeling a bit embarrassed, Benny carefully placed the golden nut back in the second box and went back to the first box. He picked up the delicious fruit, and this time he savored it slowly, appreciating every bite. He had learned an important lesson that day. Sometimes, in the pursuit of something new and shiny, we miss out on the things that truly matter, the things that are right in front of us.